Hello, America. Welcome to Common Sense. I'm Wendy Bell. All right, 3 weeks before an election and well after the presidential debate, and the FBI revises its crime statistics with an oopsies, we're sorry, but we got it wrong. Remember when they told us crime was going down, that it had dipped 2.1%? The media gushed all over it. Well, it turns out crime is actually up 4.5%, which is exactly what President Trump said during the debate with Kamala Harris when David Muir corrected him. Hey, David, breaking news, you're a hack. So crime is up in America. At the same time, we learn now that some 13,000 illegal immigrants who've killed somebody or are suspected of committing murder, who Kamala Harris is allowed into America and are here somewhere, just not in the custody of customs and immigration officials. Where's that breaking news? Where's the media talking about the 2,521 illegals with kidnapping convictions, the 15,811 convicted rapists who are here? You know, why don't we talk about that? Well, the media seems a lot more outraged that Donald Trump said Haitian immigrants are eating people's pets, or that FEMA gave hundreds of millions of dollars of disaster relief funds to resettle illegal aliens in America, than they are about the 647,000 migrants convicted of or suspected of committing a whole lot of nasty crimes in their homelands. I mean, is this the big wake-up call America needs? Finally. We've got a terrific panel of talk radio hosts from across the country to weigh in. Steve Sanchez hosts the Steve Sanchez Show on KDWN Las Vegas. Wendy Patrick hosts Today with Dr. Wendy on KCBQ Radio, The Answer San Diego. And Chris Arps co-hosts the Tim Jones and Chris Arps Show on News Talk St. Louis 101.9 and 94.1 FM. Guys, great to have you all back. This mind-bending data, right? They do this in a specific way. They drop it in a late afternoon dump. The legacy media tries their best to avoid it. More than 662,000 immigrants are awaiting a criminal trial or are here and we don't know where. I mean, that's way too many people in this country who are dangerous. Chris, jump in here. It's mind-bending.
Wendy, it seems that the countries that hate America have taken a page out of the Fidel Castro playbook, where send America your homeless people, your criminals, you're criminally insane. I'm old enough to remember the Mario boat lift back in 1980 when Miami and southern Florida was overrun with people that Fidel Castro sent into this country. And as you know, there was a massive crime wave after that, much of that dealing with drugs and with cocaine. We see now in Aurora, Colorado, where gangs, Venezuelan gangs, have taken over apartment complexes, forcing people to pay them instead of the people that own the building. And then just here in St. Louis, Wendy, about 3 weeks ago, a police officer with the St. Louis police force, he was working a traffic accident late at night, and an illegal alien hit him and killed him. He had been on the force for 25 years, had 2 grown children, and just last week they buried him.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say about that. I mean, these are the stories that are going to become more and more common, and it didn't have to happen. Wendy, I want you to check out this headline. ICE drops a bombshell. Let's call that the understatement of the year. Tell me how it's okay that it took the acting ICE director 6 months to respond to Texas Congressman Tony Gonzalez's request for all this data about known rapists and murderers who are here in America. Gonzalez, Wendy, asked for this data in March. What?
Yeah, you know, the what stems from a word that you used, known. Remember, we don't know much about all of these people that are within this crush of crossers. I mean, Border Patrol, they are overworked and understaffed. They're working as hard as they can. But if the process simply is just releasing them into the U.S., then I'm going to quote President Clinton recently, vetting prevents violence. I'm paraphrasing what he said. But even he had to say, we don't properly vet these people, and if we were able to, we would be able to prevent violence. Now, if you don't have known crime, known criminal backgrounds, these people never become statistics. So that is the value, or should I say the diminished value of statistics, when we don't even know enough about who's coming in or what crimes they're committing to have them become a statistic to begin with.
And by the way, the numbers I've been giving you, I don't even believe those. I'm sure it's 10 times that number, right? I mean, and Steve, CBS News says President Trump, CBS News is god awful. They say President Trump is misleading at his rallies and in his ads. He's mischaracterizing the data, they say. Sounds an awful lot like, oh crap, now everybody knows just how safe America truly is. I mean, Steve, are these people not paying attention? The people on the ground, we the people, know how unsafe America really is.
Yeah, look, they know. They're paying attention. But who's lying to us? There's a whole political agenda behind all of this. Let's just be intellectually honest. When you've got DOJ suing Virginia because they want non-residents, typically illegals, back on the voter rolls, you've got a problem. It's spreading all around America. It's in Las Vegas. It's in Phoenix. It's where you're at. And this is the narrative. Let's lie to the American public and pretend that we don't know what's really going on, even though they do know what's going on. Because let's be honest, the Democrats, the left-wing loonies, they want illegal aliens to be their new voting base. This is what it all boils down to. And they don't care who's coming over. They don't care what kind of crime is being done. As long as they have a voting base to keep their power, that's what they're looking at.
Yeah, I don't know if they're stupid or if they're ignorant or if they just don't give a rip about us, or D, all the above, Steve. I think you're right. And then this is a great place to cue the fact checkers, right? Look at the Cato Institute saying, no, there aren't 13,099 illegal immigrant murderers roaming our streets. The Washington Post is saying Trump is distorting the data to attack Kamala. Like, how can Trump distort data Harris's own administration collected, Chris? Help me.
You know, the Harris-Walz campaign, they always try to say that the Republicans and Donald Trump are scapegoating, immigrants. They say that if you compare the crime between natural citizens that are here, and immigrants, that it's much, much lower. But that's not the point. The point is that one illegal alien in this country harming, murdering, robbing, raping an American citizen is one too many. And I hope that the media, and I wish that the media would call them out on that.
Yeah. Well, at least Barack Obama told you who you had to vote for there, Chris. How do you feel about that?
Look, you know what I said on my radio yesterday? I think Bill Clinton and Barack Obama, I think they're sabotaging Harris on purpose because, one, Hillary Clinton was supposed to be the first female president, not Kamala Harris. And Barack Obama was the first black president. If Kamala Harris becomes president, she's the first black female and female become president. That may eclipse Barack Obama's notoriety. So I think those two are sabotaging her personally.
But you know what? They say Donald Trump is the one with the ego. Hey, Wendy, President Trump says, President Trump says these numbers of violent, illegal cons make border czar Kamala Harris unfit for office. Do you agree? Is she unfit for office based on this?
Well, fitness for office is a very broad term that encompasses everything from intelligence, cognitive ability, knowledge of world affairs, and performance over the last 3.5 years. That appears to be what the former president is really aiming at, is if 3.5 years in office, we have millions of people coming across that we don't know who they are. I'm even amazed we're able to get the statistics we are when these people are improperly vetted. And Wendy, I will also say, I don't want migrants coming over to be victimized themselves. Some of these are the most vulnerable people that we exploit, we take advantage of. I say 100%. We, the criminal element that's also coming across. So, Kamala Harris has to really think through that as well, because on all accounts, for whatever reason, she and President Biden have been unable to control the border over the last 3.5 years. And she's also unable to explain how it's now going to all of a sudden be fixed. Well, then that's a problem. We know she tried on Fox News, but it's a tough order, and we still don't know exactly how this problem is going to be fixed.
She's out of her league, guys. I'm just going to say it. Do not go anywhere. And you at home, when it comes to almost anything political, do you say in public what you really are thinking in private? Well, a new study says, heck no. Hell no, it says, in fact. Why we Americans are self-censoring now more than we ever have before, and about what? Next on Common Sense.